What's up, you guys? Blessed White Joe here with.
It's Aldo Garcia.
Yes, sir. It was my 3v3 teammate for the weekend. We came down to the Tennessee 3v3. We finished first place in Swiss. We lost the first round to Top Cut. Aldo, what'd you play? And you want to talk about your matchups, shots before you get into deck profile?
Yeah, so I decided to play DDD this weekend. It's just a very consistent deck that can one card combo, and you play like 12, 15 hand traps. So I thought it was very solid to play. It doesn't outright lose to cards like Lancia, so I felt like it was cool to play. My matchups were a bunch of Sword Soul, PK, Brave deck, and Flunder. Literally only lost because I got variants. I had 20 hand traps in my deck, and I drew the worst one as a one-up, so it is what it is. Shout out to my Team A, best team, locals, Primetime, Ben Bless, Nick, Fox, Omar, everybody. Yeah.
So you want to get into the deck?
Yes, sir.
For
so
sure.
For the hand traps, we play Triple Nib, Triple Ash, Triple Ogre, Triple Veiler, and Triple Imperm.
So can this deck, is it consistent playing this many hand traps on it?
Yeah, you play deck. The deck can play with one card, which is just Kepler, and you have like 9 copies of Kepler. So it's fine to play this many. You just want to max out. I mean, like you can play 12, and the mass is like still in your favor, where you have like an 80-something% chance of opening 2 in your opening hand. But I just wanted to maximize on hand traps. I mean, I wanted to open 2 as much as possible, as long as I open like 1 or 2 DDD starters, you know.
So since it's that consistent, would you play the DP package in it too, or do you get locked into like Phoenix majority of the time?
You can play. There's just no room in the extra deck, really. I mean,
Okay.
There's one flex spot you have, which is the Oracle, but
Yeah, you need 2.
It's really hard. I mean, if you can find a room, if you feel like you can play with 2 links or one of the new XCs, then you can play the package. But I think it's fine just playing with hand traps and playing with your like engine pieces.
For sure. So 15 going second card.
15. And for the actual DDD cards, we play Triple Kepler, which is the best one. It searches all your contracts.
People say Copernicus is the best one.
Copernicus is crazy for sure. Yeah, this one's really good. It sounds like your Lamias or your Slimes and all that stuff to the graveyard. I just like Kepler better because it's literally just a 1-card starter. You get to so much with just Kepler, and if you open Kepler like 3 hand traps, like you're just winning for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, Copernicus is crazy too. Like this is definitely one of my favorite ones too.
For sure.
Those 3 ups. You play 3 Griffin. This is a new card that just came out. This card has like 5 different effects. He's actually just insane.
You want to explain them?
Yeah, so he's an extender. So if you have a DD monster in your field, you can special summon him. He's basically the easiest way to make your link. When he's pendulum summoned, you can discard a DD card and draw a card. And when he's reborn from the graveyard, you can add a DD card from deck to your hand. And then a scale effect is you can kill himself, and then one of your guys gets boosted, which comes up because sometimes you want to scale it, kill it, and then add it back with Thomas. You have an extender.
Jeez.
So yeah, the card's insane. And those are 3 of his 3 slimes.
Can you do the scale effect and the monster effect on the same turn?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, they're all like all of his effects are like once each, so you can use them all on the same turn.
That's broken.
So he's insane. And then you play 3 slimes. Yeah, this card's gas. You can fusion from your hand. It's an extender in the graveyard as well. Like he's actually just insane. So you max out on all like the good like starters, like the extenders. These are the ones that you want to open in multiples. Like you want to open like this and this or this. Like any of these in combination is insane.
Yeah.
So you have to max out on those. And then the scales, you play 1 Thomas. This is probably the best one. He adds one from your extra deck every turn, so he's insane. Cerberus, Orsos, the Go, and then Ragnarok. This is like not mandatory. You can cut this, but like it comes up a lot where the hands where you only open Kepler. This makes one of your DDDs level 4, and getting to your rank 4 is actually like really important in the deck.
Okay.
So you have to play him. This card's crazy. This is your back row removal. It kills itself to pop a back row. So you can play 2 if you like, want the second one for back row decks. I just feel like there isn't a lot of back row in the format. 1 is fine. It's searchable, so like it's fine. And then this lets you scale back Kepler. And then this card actually has a broken monster effect that you can get it on the field. He's literally Shockmaster.
Oh, jeez.
You just tribute one of your cards, and then you can activate one of the following effects. And you don't have to tell your opponent which one you're choosing. It's just on resolution.
Yeah.
So they can't activate cards from the graveyard or hand, or they can't activate any back row.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so, and they're not once per turn, so I can activate the graveyard effect first and then the back row effect afterwards.
That's broken.
So you can just lock them out. And then this is just an extender as a one-off. He's pretty good too. He revives the DD from graveyard.
Yeah, Ragnarok was always my favorite DD when I was playing the deck back in the day with Siegfried and Emptiness.
Oh yeah, Ragnarok was crazy. And then the other one-offs were the two fusions. This one's the best one. This one's cool, but he's kind of a brick sometimes. You just play him because he's the easiest way to get to the high Genghis. So he's really good for that, but he usually gets sided out a lot. And then Lamia, this is low-key one of the best ones too. It's just a free extender for no reason, so he's really good. And it's a tuner, so. So that's all the monsters that we play. And then for spells, you play 3 of the map.
That card's crazy.
Yeah, this card's crazy. the fact that you don't pay life like on activation is actually relevant. So he's really good. Your next searcher is the other contract. This card's crazy too. It gets ogred a lot, unfortunately, but still, you gotta play it. The Swamp. This card's crazy. It's Miracle Fusion, so you have to play it. This is a new card that came out as well. This one's crazy as well. This one, so when it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a DD from your graveyard or extra deck to your hand. And then also when it's on the field, your opponent is locked out of whatever extra deck types you have on the field. So if you have a link monster, they can go into one link, they take 1,000, and they can't use any links the rest of the turn.
Sheesh.
So it's really good.
It's usually the one you send off of the Exceed too, right?
Yeah, if you need an extender, you send it off of the Exceed, or you can also search it to like lock them out of the game. And then 1-for-1 is the best extender, and then the Headhunt. This card's crazy. It's just Widow Anchor.
Yeah, that card's broken.
So that's the main deck. I played 45 cards in the main deck.
Yes, sir.
I was originally 42. After talking to my teammate Bless, I just decided to bump it up to 45. Fuck it. Just it worked out fine.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice, yeah. And then the extra deck, you play 3 of the new Link, Gilgamesh. This card's insane. The fact that it just places 2 scales, plays around Ash. It's just crazy. Even plays around Ogre, because if this is destroyed, you just summon a free monster from your extra deck, so it's crazy.
What you think, Electromite or that one?
Oh, Electromite. Every day is always Electromite. That's not even a question.
It's not even a question.
The fusions, you play 2 Genghis. It's just an extender. It's a really good card. Yeah, 2 Genghis and one of the High Kings. This card's cool. It's a negate on your turn. It gets a spell trap, and it's also an extender. It's just like these Genghis are. So it's good. You have to play the 3. Let's play 1 Oracle. This is the flex spot that you can play. You can cut this if you want. I made this once all weekend. Usually you're making this if you have Lamia to get to Siegfried. So it's just a line of play. But this is like a flex spot. If you feel like you don't want to play it, you don't have to. For the XCs, you play the most important ones. Caesar and Tell. This one surges you a contract when it's sent to the graveyard, and this one, Foolish is one. This one also plays through like the Prank Kids cards or anything that destroys, because it just soul charges your field back. So he's crazy. And then, yeah, Solemn Warning on legs. This card's insane. Literally just wins the duel for no reason. 2 of the new XCs that came out. This card is actually just insane. Just being able to take 2 of your opponent's monsters every turn is absurd. And like if you don't use your Gilgamesh, just being able to like make Zeus continuously is crazy. Which is also why you play the 1 Zeus. And then the last 2 synchros you play are Siegfried and then Baron. Yeah, these cards are cool. That's it for the extra deck. And then
onto the side deck.
For the side, we played Triple Gamma and the Driver, Triple Lancia, and Double Draw.
Seems like the new standard.
Yeah, so you played all these hand traps. You can play like Token Collector and stuff like that, but we just felt like there's going to be a lot of PK and even like Outglitch in the format right now. So we just opted for these, and then Draw is really good. It's also really good against like Drytron, which people are just randomly on. And then Gamma's like the best hand trap, so you just want a side deck to have it in your deck.
Yeah. I think like every top list from like all the tournaments from like the past 2 weeks have had that card in the side.
Yeah, Gamma's insane. And then we played 2 Evenlies. This could be like any back removal card. Bless just thought this would be the best one to play. I kind of agree. I think it's a blowout card. It plays through like the Heavenly Hand card because it doesn't destroy their stuff. So that's also really cool. And it's just good against like other matchups besides like trap decks. And then for when you go first, you side these 4 in usually. The Triple Talents and then the Called By. These just kind of help you push through. And like honestly, with talents, like you're rarely ever using the effect to draw two. Usually, what you're doing is once you get hand trapped once, they have 4 cards. It's very likely, especially for like the base deck, that they only have like 1 playable card. So usually you're just sniping a card out of their hand, and there's no way they'll be able to play through like you hitting like their best card out of their hand, which is usually a starter, and then having like headhunt with the Xyz on the board. Like it's just too much. And then combat just helps you push through. And then yeah, it's pretty much the whole deck.
Anything you change?
I'll probably change some stuff in the side deck. Maybe try like lightning storms. But
Anything you change about the
main deck I think was perfect. Honestly, I mean 15 hand drafts seems like a lot, but it was like when I needed to see multiples, like I had 20 and I didn't open multiples. So
yeah.
you just kind of gotta do what you gotta do. You can cut like imperms. I think I'm gonna keep the whole main deck the same. Honestly,
Like people say like you didn't open like 2 hand traps because you didn't play 40 cards. But, like the math is just like if you play that many hand traps, then you open too many at a certain point. You know what I mean? Like the math, it just wanna. Like, it was definitely correct. Like the way we saw it, like for the top cut. But
yeah, I agree. I mean, you just get variance out. It is what it is.
Happens.
I mean,
we thought about like a different line to play. We probably could have did, but we had like 5 minutes left on the clock. Like we were running low on time. So it was just an unfortunate circumstance. But we'll get them next time. We got the Indie Regionals, the next event you'll see all of us at. We might come, me and my other 2 Yu-Gi-Oh grinders might come down here next weekend for the big Knoxville case tournament. All depends on, if we all feel like driving. But if not, you'll definitely see us all in Indy. Is this what you'll be on in Indy, or they got to wait to see you?
Oh, they can know. I'll be on this, more than likely.
Okay. Let them know. It don't even matter, huh?
Yeah, and then real quick, also shout out to Pac. This is literally just his deck list with like imprims in it.
Yeah,
like,
Pac's insane.
Pac's channel is crazy. Like I don't even talk to the guy that much, but like literally, if you just go on his channel, like he like teaches you so much. Like he literally even taught me how to side with this deck. Like he's crazy.
Yeah, Pac's crazy. Well, all right, thanks Aldo for the deck profile. Shout out teammate. Shout out everybody. Appreciate you once again. Good luck.
Yes, sir.